Hello, 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 and we are welcoming you to the 41st episode of Will It Commander, where today we have the mythic planeswalker that everyone wants to make work but seems to never make work. It is Kasmina Enigma Sage. When the Strixhaven set came out, I bought 4 copies of this, expecting it to be like fundamentally amazing, but I have found no home for it yet. So the obvious synergy is you've got these planeswalkers from All of the Sparks that only have -2 abilities, and Kasmina, what it does, it gives loyalty abilities to other planeswalkers in the form of scrying to or -Xing to create a fractal token with +1/+1 camps on it, or searching your library for a card with the exact same mana cost, sorry, the exact same colors as the planeswalker in question, and then you play it without paying its mana cost. Now, I only have a few. I have Planewide Celebration as one of the big ones because this helps us proliferate everything. So I feel like if you can ultimate one Planeswalker, you can then like summon Planewide Celebration to ultimate a bunch of other Planeswalkers. And really, like, oh, we've got a whole bunch of Planeswalkers. How many Planeswalkers have we got? We've got 17 planeswalkers, which is a big chunk of the deck, obviously, when the lands are gone. But we're trying to keep some like +1/+1 synergy stuff going on in here. I have no idea why Destiny Spinner's in this, so we're going to quickly replace that one. One sec. Anyway, just replace that with a Paradise Druid. So, yeah, so we have all these Planeswalkers, and they get us a lot of value. We've got some other fractal synergies in here as well, and we have ourselves a Bioessence Hydra, which is a massive thing that cares about us having lots of Planeswalkers. Quite excited to use the new card Luxior Gaia's Gift, because this really helps protect Planeswalkers. When they're a creature, they don't lose their loyalty. They can't be attacked in the same way, so it means that like something like Kasmina, we just make it bigger and bigger and bigger, and let's have creature or Planeswalker removal. It's really hard to deal with them. So yeah, Luxior, big one to use, and I think is a big deal for Kasmina. And look, Destiny Spinner's come back. Destiny Spinner, go away. Okay, right. Anyway, let's get on to our first game and start worrying about this Destiny Spinner. Okay, so we have our first match against another Planeswalker deck, or at least a deck with a Planeswalker as the commander, which is Nicol, Bolas, the Ravager. So I'm going to start off by keeping this hand, because it's kind of nice, actually. We've got the Tangled Florahedron, we've got some ramp all over the place, and we can also just, do a little scry to get us started. Mu Yangling's pretty fun. Kiora, I think we're okay for Planeswalkers at the moment. Nurse is obviously disgusting anyway for an uncommon Planeswalker. Right, cool. And another part of this deck that I didn't mention before is that because we are running a bunch of Planeswalkers, I'm not seeing the Tangled Florahedron as a massive benefit here, and the Clonecraft is quite fun. Let's see if they've got any creatures in their deck. Yep, they've got a Hostage Taker. Look at that, fantastic. So we have a bunch of like cheap creatures that are just good cards, really, in the form of things like Clonecrafter. We're going to get rid of the Florahedron, actually, after all that, which just help us really, defend Kasmina as we can play it on turn 3. So I'd say one of the tricks this deck is like trying to put like some small creatures that can, like, because right now Kasmina has at least one thing to get through, and we can like scry her up and hopefully at least get a big fractal out of her, which would be really nice. They are going to have Nicol Bolas, and then we get to Hostage Taker it, so we're okay for a turn. And I'm thinking that we can Harrow and then Narset, but Moo might be, yeah, okay. Maybe Moo's the way to go. Yeah, we don't need the card advantage straight away, so we can just keep scrying. Yeah, lovely. So Harrow is one of the best ramp spells, I think, because you get both the lands on the battlefield untapped, so and you can play it at instant speed. How ridiculous is this? Look, there's my 2 islands, there's Mu Yangling, and I feel pretty comfortable giving this Elderfang Disciple something to cry about, and also scrying 1. Ideally a land, so we can start playing Ugin. Yeah, Jace is not... Jace being at the bottom of the deck is just where you want Jace. This way, if we get somehow manage to last for this entire game without without dying and get through our entire deck. Okay, right, this is the question. What do we want to discard for Nicol Bolas? I think it's the Hostage Taker, actually, annoyingly, because Narset is our card advantage at this point. And we can create a nice little... yeah, we want to make first an elemental bird with flying, and then we also... Oh, yeah, we did want to do that. And then I suppose create a fractal to protect these guys. Yeah, let's create a fractal to protect what's going on here. We'll make a 3/3. and then Narset, Merfolk, Skydiver,
I have practiced against many foes.
which we'll also put one more counter on our Elemental Bird, and then we'll just use Narset's ability to get ourselves a non-lands. Ah, the Ozolith, cool. The Ozolith is fun. We have fractals, we have +1/+1 counter synergies, so just being able to keep those +1/+1 counters is fairly cool. Our Elemental Bird can take down Nicol Bolas, which is fun. We have 2 tokens, which just block their board. And we're discarding our hand. It's fine, we can take Narset back up, so it's no biggie, and they can't really attack here. And it looks like they're short on land, so we're not... Okay, they can really attack here. But Mu Yangling is really good against Nicol Bolas, which is part of the reason to keep the opening hand is just can keep it on the ground and not really doing anything. Perfectly negates the 4 toughness, right? Yeah. Oh no, sorry, not quite, but hey, life goes on. Let's see what we get with Narsetti. Ooh, the first Rowan Games or Seagate. Let's go with the first Rowan Games. We're going to bring down Nicol Bolas and play the first Rowan Games. There we go. We are playing empty-handed now, unfortunately, but we do have some planes. Oh, we did not tick up Kasmina. Oh, we didn't tick up Kasmina. Oh, that's Scry. That's Scry. We're going to get something terrible into our deck now. That's the punt of the game. Hopefully that's the worst that happens to us. Okay, they are one-off playing Nicol Bolas. Or one-off transforming it into this ridiculous card that can draw them cards each turn. Don't really get the point of the little wheel. I guess it reminds you what colors it is. Yeah, it's not for colorblind people. That was my first impression. And if they attack with Nicol Bolas here, we can actually kill it with both of our tokens, which would be nice. No, okay, sure. So Mu is gone. We can make our fractal huge, but I think we want to spread the counters so that we don't have too much to worry about. Right, Narset is going to scry. Garrick's fine, but probably not what we're after at this point. And we are going to also scry Kasmina.
Focus on the future.
Unlicensed Hearse is also really not what we're after. That's really just in there for the graveyard removal aspects. And let's just kind of sit back and be sad about the fact that we can't really do anything about this Nicol Bolas anymore. We did have the chance to remove it earlier, I believe. We got rid of the hostage taker, which is kind of sad. But hey, they're going to kill one of our planeswalkers. I wonder if they... Yeah, they go for it. Of course they go for Narset. But we draw 2 cards next turn, so this is fine. Not fine, but slightly better. Maybe they have some card draw they really want us to use. Let's see. To be fair, they haven't shown us much card advantage stuff yet. It seems mostly removal, and they're looking at the first Rowan Games in a way that I'm not too fond of. Maybe they're going to bounce it? No, they're just going to take control of it. Okay, that's fine. Over to me. Oh, Teferi, scary Teferi. So Teferi, Master of Time, works so well with Kasmina because you can use these abilities on both turns. So now we can +2 Teferi on our turn to scry 1, get rid of that forest, and Kasmina. In fact, these two work insanely well together. Kasmina and Teferi is a really nice combo, and we're just going to get in with the attacks because we are definitely down taking Teferi to phase out that Nicol Bolas. I don't know how this works in terms of them using the triggered ability of Nicol Bolas. I think exile it, and then you just get rid of it, right? Oh, they've got their own Narset. Oh. Okay, we can still draw cards with Teferi on their turn, but we probably won't. Until we have another card in hand. Probably shouldn't have played that land. Can't scry with the Quandrix Campus yet, so... Let's see. Dark Ritual. Sure. What's the Dark Ritual leading up to? Ah, another Nicol Bolas. Does this get every single Planeswalker's ability? Yes, it does. Okay, so I assume they're killing Teferi. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna kill Teferi. But we'll obviously do the thing of making them phase. Or we could just sacrifice it for the Fractal. Yeah, let's just sacrifice it for the Fractal and get a 5/5.
I've learned my lesson.
Makes it harder for them to attack this way, because now we can get to their planeswalkers. Yeah, they don't bother attacking. So, this is hard. I think we do want to scry 1. Yes.
We must prepare for
and keep getting forests. And I think these two on Nicol Bolas, and the other fractal just is too baby, it's too little. Yes, they choose to lose Nicol Bolas in exchange for keeping their other Nicol Bolas, which, yeah, fair enough. I can see that. And we're going to pass the turn, because we don't want to play this island in case we get some other sort of draw discard. They get their gold. They can scry, they can create fractals, they can just -2 it, but they're going to choose to do that, and we'll just figure this island from our hand. There we go. In fact, we must have scryed a lot to the bottom here. Yeah, we scryed 5 cards to the bottom. It's a shame that that partner commander doesn't exist. Obviously it can't because it's partner commander, but there's that commander that cares about... They're going to get Ritual of Sit here, aren't they? I think they're going to get Ritual of Sit. If they do, that's really annoying. Because then how do we deal with Nicol Bolas? We don't really... Like, in terms of spells, we can play with Kasmina. We do have some pretty... We've got Tentacles Symbiosis, Planewide Celebration, Seagate Restoration. Maybe this is where we kind of need to improve the deck a bit. There's not necessarily something that just takes out things. In fact, we're very light on removal, as Simic is, but, you know, we could have played some counter spells, but meh. Oh, the Elder Spell. Oh, crud, the Elder Spell. Good game. Wow, that's fair enough. They get all the counters, right? Or do they get 2 counters for each one? Okay, they get 2 loyalty counters for each one. So, Nicol Bolas is only a 4/4. Wait, what? Do they not get the... I thought they... Choose any numbers to choose Planeswalker you control. They not... Oh, they put them on... They put them on Narset, I see. They didn't put them on Nicol Bolas. So that they can use it more. I mean, that's one way to reuse Narset, I suppose. Cool. Okay, we've got Lonis, who exists, I suppose. So we can now kill the Planeswalkers. They have 3 nano-ups, so I'd be surprised if we do actually kill Nicol Bolas. We do, we kill both of them, fantastic. They do have the Chromatic, which is a bit scary, but, you know, we'll scry our way to a better future. Maybe they're countering it. Okay, they're countering it. Sure. We have a board. We can keep playing Kasmina. The useless Kasmina. Not useless, sorry. Oh, the awesome commander Kasmina. Enigma Shage. Definitely not worse than the uncommon one that we also have in our deck. Let's just turn off their deck. We don't need to see that, really, do we? Okay, there it is. That's the moment my heart broke. Let's scry, because that's pretty much what we do. We scry a bunch. No. Okay, we don't need an Initiation Druid right now. We need a lot more than that. We need a lot more than that. Cool. I mean, we should have just played the forest because they were going to make us discard it anyway. Yeah, that feels a bit dumb now. I've Jace the Mirror Mage. Well, you know, kicker it. So this is another one which I thought was pretty decent. So this Jace, we can scry 1, but we can +2 to scry 1 rather than scry 2 for... Oh! Let's keep that on top of our deck. Hang on. So, Kasmina does deal with loyalty abilities, right? No. No, it doesn't. No, it really doesn't. Okay, well, let's just scry Tamiyo some more. Exile target non-land permanent card with mana value X from your graveyard, create a token that's copy. Okay, let's just scry. We'll just keep scrying for the same cards and just see what they choose to do with Nicol Bolas. I think Nicol Bolas is getting in, but we can Jace away. We can Jace. Also, Jace Mirror Mage, maybe like this, along with, if you had some sort of 4-color deck which cares about tokens using Eskio's Chariot to copy Jace Mirror Mage as well as the new Op Nixilis, that could be fun. I mean, it's probably like janky as hell, but... Oh, there's all our creatures. There's all our creatures. But they can't exile an artifact we control or a creature we control because we don't have any. They did just play Rise of the Dark Realms though, and I feel, what? Interesting. And they get a creature from our deck, which will be something cheap and easy and fun. Yep, they replay the Florahedron, why not? Okay, do they have to? They have to, okay. That's a bit of a flaw, I suppose. It's quite nice. And we don't have anything. We don't have any board wipes. We have no Flood of Tears. Let's just do this. Let's just draw a card, see what we get. We get the other Kasmina. Nice. And then let's just tick this up. At what point do we... Yes, right. Kasmina can, for a turn, no, I mean Tamiyo, whatever it's called, can for at least one turn tap down Nicol Bolas and stop it transforming into a hideous monster. And then I think we're going to use Kasmina for the 5/5. Get ourselves the Fractal. There it is. I love these fractals as well. I feel like there was so much more cool design space that wasn't used to like explore what these could really do. Like, this is just a 5/5. They're just like 0/0s to whack counters on. And like one of my favorite cards that is like janky as hell is Biomathematician. Because like I tried to make a faster deep dwelling deck with Biomathematician where you just blink this thing and create an army of fractals that get bigger and bigger and bigger. But it wasn't meant to be. Maybe Biomathematician has a home somewhere in a standard gone, or maybe a standard now, but you know, I doubt it. I doubt it very highly. Okay, so they're fixating on our Planeswalker. That's good. To the point where it's almost definitely dead, but I can't do the maths right now, so we'll take down the, let's take down the Hostage Taker. I mean, it's ours, by right. And that's, okay, they got the Benfic Biomancer from us, that's kind of cool. Does Tamiyo live? I think Tamiyo lives. Yeah, Tamiyo lives. Fantastic. Okay. Yep, we will have Kasmina back for 9 now. Hopefully we just draw... Oh, wait, maybe we... Yeah, let's just draw with this Mirror Mage thing.
Now here's an interesting...
Yes, an island. Okay, that's kind of cool. Because then Kasmina isn't entirely useless. At all. In fact, we're actually drawing cards and discarding cards, aren't we? Awesome, 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 we just get more islands. And then Tamiyo is going to say goodbye to Nicky B. And we live for another turn. Maybe we hit them for 5. Maybe we're quite in a position where we're comfortable enough to hit them for 5. This is a long-ass game, isn't it? This is... They could also Benfic Biomass. Chromatic Orrery now draws them 4 cards because they have 4 colors. The only color that's not surprisingly in this, well, not surprisingly at all. Wait, what? I thought that was part of the deal. It doesn't untap. It doesn't untap because it uses activated abilities. I spent a wild card on this Tamiyo. It doesn't even stop this turning into a monster. Just taps it down for fun. Okay, they draw 2 cards.
Always have an answer.
Yep, you do. Okay. Where's the 5-color Super Friends deck anyway in Historic Brawl? That's what I want to know. Presumably, it's Golos, right? Maybe that's when we have to get around to digging it. Oh, Renim 7? You took our Renim 7? Wait, what happened? How? I've missed that. What did they do? They drew 2 cards. And they somehow drew our... They got our thing. Oh, that's weird. Cool. Well, at least we're killing a decent bunch of their creatures, but now they've got this tree folk. We're in... Right, so they're attacking this with... We killed 2 of these. That feels productive. Let's kill the Tangled Florahedron. That's gaining them mana. That's it. But I think it's almost time to cut our losses of this. There is no outs. Not really. Yeah, Tamiyo's dead. Tamiyo's dead. Let's scry. 2 as well. Scry 2. That's don't see that too often. Got Wizard's Class. Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, I think we've lost. I think we're going to call that. We'll just say good game and move on to the next one as we're 17 minutes in and this is fairly hopeless now. Okay, I hope you're ready for some more scrying as we play this cool individual. Who is that one that makes you do things which are awesome. Rocco Caberetti Caretaker is a tutor. So you play Naya, and then you play X, and then you get a creature with Convert CMC X, so that's kind of fun. We have a whole bunch of cool Starlight cards in hand. We've got a blue for Emergent Sequence, so which again, cares about fractals. Love fractals. Love Emergent Sequence. What's not to love? Oh, and we got an island anyway, so maybe we just go straight into the Rangers class and start hitting them with a dog. A wolf, pardon me. Interesting how dog is a creature type, yet, yep, they got the Llanowar Elves, nice. We'll play the Forest, and then Emergent Sequence, and then Wizards class, or do we just start Kasmina-ing? I think we start Kasmina-ing, because we'll probably get our land with Kasmina. This is where we don't find a land with Kasmina, isn't it? We've done nothing but find land with Kasmina, and now we are going to not find a land with Kasmina. I don't think we're too precious about Kasmina at this point. Let's just get him some damage. It would be nice to get the range class going along with Emergency for next turn, or maybe even Solemn. They got the Chromela. They got the Ornithopter. They're ready to get a chunky thing out, but we too have cards. Yeah, let's up the Ranger class. Emergent sequence. And remember, kids, never scry before doing an emergent sequence. Scry.
Focus on the future.
I mean, it's an island. We're gonna get some squids going with Kiora in a minute, which will be fun. The Kraken hatchlings are really good blockers, so they're gonna shoot us something fun out with Rocco, the caretaker. No, they're not. They're going to just slam down Kugler and kill our island. It's mean. Though they don't have a human, so maybe we just bust out a Fractal from Kasmina. Or we create a Kraken hatchling. Tap, untap target creature or land, prevent damage that we dealt to and dealt by that permanent to next turn. We have a enchantment, so we don't want Kugler attacking, but this does not help with that, really, does it? Yeah, we'll Kiora anyway. Wizards class. Then we'll do the Scry. So it'd be nice to be able to play a bigger forest, yes. Wait, what? What have I done? Why can't I make a Kraken? Oh yes, no, that wasn't the plan, was it? Kugler, do we want to? Yes, yes.
Like it or not,
there we go.
tides always rise.
So now this can't prevent damage from and to this, so this can't hurt us anymore. I mean, it will kill our range class. Oh, what are they doing? Look at this, level 4 engine. And Minsk. Minsk with the little hamster. Yep. Yep. Is it going to destroy the wizard class or the ranger class? I'd go for the wizard class myself, I think, because it draws us cards, and what do we have? A little 3/3? Yeah, no blocks. Yeah. Cool. Nice. We're going to draw a forest, of course. So kind of what I don't like about scrying every turn is just to know exactly what you're going to get. So let's try this. Let's try the ultimate. Yes, take it to the command zone. We're going to get ourselves a... There's not really much to do, is there? I think I need to put more of these in here, but Plain White Celebration. Let's cast it. Do we want to return permanents from our graveyard? That's a good question. No, I don't think we do. So let's create a citizen. Return a card, proliferate, create a citizen. Yeah. So we'll return the ranger class. We'll proliferate twice, so we get to proliferate these guys. Oh, we only proliferate once. We made a mistake. Then Solomon create a hatchling, I think. This is weird. I don't know how well this is going. I feel like it's going terribly, but, you know, that's life. Let's get a land. There we are. Well, we lost Kasmina for the sake of an 8/8, so maybe that's a sign of things to come. And we can kill Kugler. We can't kill Kugler anymore because I have Minsk. You can create more booze. And also booze. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. They're going to destroy Solemn? They destroy Solemn. They don't destroy the wizard class, they destroy Solemn. They're going to copy it, so they also destroy the wizard class. Fair enough. Fair enough. Solemn dies. We draw. It doesn't have trample, so at least we can block with one of these citizens. Weird creature type that seems to be cropping up here and there in the two planes that are a massive city. Yeah, they have to discard whatever they get there, so Regrowth is gone. Guess they just want the mana. Well, let's create a Kraken. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? Champion of Landholt seems good, and we should have played it first, but hey-ho, Biomathematician is going to put 2+1/+1 counters on things. Yeah, there you So how does this work again? Whenever the power less than this can't block. Okay, creatures I control. So Wolf can attack. Maybe this is going all right. Maybe we've got a good enough board presence where we're doing something here, but they still have their commander where they can tutor up 2 things for a pretty cheap cost. So I'm not holding my breath. So what can they get? They can get a 6-drop. They can get a 6-drop. That's what they've gone for a 5-drop, which they're going to copy to get 2 5-drops. They could have got 2 6-drops, but they want 2 5-drops. Maybe it's Kiki Jiki. Oh, that's not Kiki Jiki. That's not Kiki Jiki at all. It's Terror of the Peaks. And then, like, I don't know, what's a good follow-up to that, eh? Goldspan, of course. So Kiora's dead. Oh no, Kiora. Yeah, Kiora is dead, but it's not due to this. It's due to this. It's a different dragon that did it. Okay, nice. Rocco, we don't really want to kill, and also just want to have as our commander instead of the one we're playing. Ranger class. Create a wolf. Cut 1/1 counters and such, and then we're gonna exile some cards from their graveyard. Oops. We can't. We can only do it from ours. Okay. Let's stop. Our graveyard is that's nice. Get rid of 2 things. We have no recursion. Cool. We'll pass turn. No. So I think they can just vaguely look in our direction, and we will lose the game. So the fact that are they considering sacrificing the Bretagard Stronghold, which is a firm choice, a firm choice indeed. Really like this card. Non-ironically, like it for good fun. +1/+1 counter on 2 creatures like Vigilance and Lifelink. You know, it's that gets you out of a pinch, doesn't it? Now their Boo is a 10/10. Not the Goldspan or anything. Just Boo. And they're gonna copy that. So now Boo. Okay. Yeah, this looks cool. I like what they're doing here. So if they'd have done that twice on is that on the off? Okay, let's see if we die. That's well, we've got at least 19 in the air. Kugler killed something. They don't attack with Boo Minsk, which this can block this, which is quite cool. Then everything else here can block Boo, and let's kill the 1/1. There we go. Look at that. That's some decent blocking on the ground, at least. We still take 19 in the air, but oh, they can still do that as well. That's annoying. Okay, well, let's just say good game. I think that was a good game. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. Cool. Bye. It's another Naya deck, but this time it's the more traditional one. Yes, this is good. This is good. I don't think playing Werewolf Pack Leader early was necessarily ever going to be our game plan, but well, it was. I mean, it's in the deck, isn't it? So we're going for the double green here. And we're okay for lands. I think we're okay for ramp as well. Do we really want this? No, I'm going to get rid of it. Say goodbye to it. But the Werewolf Pack Leader's there, so that's fun. And it's Jetmir, so, you know, having a nice powerful creature to start off the game is good. And then next turn we can we play the Arcane Signet? No, we can't play the Arcane Signet and Kasmina. That would just be too much. Oh, there's Luxio though. Okay, maybe Luxio is the key to our problems. So let's just keep ticking up Kasmina and see how we get on. Land. It's a good land, but it's not the land we are after. So Jetmir, how does this work again? Vigilance, then Trample, then Double Strike. It's 3/6/9, so it's multiples of 3. Okay, cool. And does it include Jetmir themselves? No, it does. Yes, okay. So what Naya stuff they got in store? They got that. Okay. Well, that's going to be incredibly annoying. We can straight up equip Luxio, right? Okay. Isn't a Planeswalker? Isn't a Planeswalker. Loyalty abilities can still be activated, but it definitely is not a Planeswalker. Sure. So we can Arcane Signet into Luxio, into equipping Luxio, into Scrying 2, Scrying 1, I mean. Oh, and we even, oh look, Proliferation for the Nation, and we draw a card with Werewolf Pack Leader. Look at that synergy, what a great turn 4. Torrens looks kind of silly now, doesn't it? Yeah. And next turn we can Tezzeret's Gambit. Well, we can Flux Channeler into Tezzeret's Gambit, which proliferates Kasmina twice more into a 10/10, which is pretty epic. This is instant... No, it's not instant speed. Shame Tezzeret's Gambit is not instant speed, because it really is just a proliferate stamped onto a... you know, it's called Divinations. That's it. The card that is iconic, but no one ever plays. Green, right. Moo. Nah, it's Flux Channeler, isn't it? We can proliferate Kasmina twice. Yep, we're going to go Phyrexian on this. Proliferate on our Kasmina. Draw 2 cards. And proliferate on Kasmina. And make Kasmina big. I mean, Kasmina's got a lot of loyalty. Oh, Seagate. Seagate's going to be really good. I don't think I'll always have the Werewolf Pack Leader, do I? But they're going to presumably block the... Yeah, they'll just block it with a Cemetery Protector. So yeah, but they're just going to block this with a Human Soldier, aren't they? So, kind of rubbish. Not really what I wanted to do. But we can start playing creatures ourselves, and I mean, it kind of, like, at least it culls their creatures. Like, we're taking out one creature at a time. Presumably Jetmir is just a good card to play here, right? Jetmir seems like a good play. Maya is also Maja? I want to say Maya. I just want to say it as a Y rather than a J. It's from Lonus into Bioessence Hydra. But it's not a Planeswalker. It's a legendary creature. So we'd need to unequip Luxio to get the 14/14 out of Bioessence Hydra. Which is kind of sad. So we need to put it on Moo instead. So let's just... So we're just having a think. We're just having a think. So we have 8... Wait. We have... Oh, we can't play this as a land, can we? Why don't we just leave... Let's just attack. Probably should have used our loyalty. Oh, we got Ren and 7. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, then we can turn Werewolf Pack Leader into a big boy. Do we really want to do that, though? I think we do. Like, yeah, it's a bit of a rubbish use of our turn, but... I think we want ourselves a big tree. And I think we want ourselves... In fact, should we make a fractal? Let's make a nice 6/6 fractal. Because we're proliferating a whole bunch next turn if we play Mu Yangling, and we have a board. This is the thing, we have a board. Maybe I'm just playing this deck terribly. Maybe it's alright, but I'm just sequencing everything wrong. I mean, I messed up this Kasmina thing last turn. Oh my god, look at that. That's a bunch of creatures. They're all going to be double striking meanies in a moment, aren't they? So, really wish I'd packed some removal in this deck. Cool. So, 4 lands. 3 lands, actually, so it's pretty good. Yeah, they're all going to get double strike, trample, and vigilance next turn. So, I think that means we've lost. Garruk. Proliferate. Maybe there's something we could have done proliferatory-wise. Let's Moo. Proliferate. Does this mean it's big enough to do it's... Oh, it's not quite as ultimate yet, is it? Shame. Let's it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. I felt like we were so close. We'll make a fractal, damn it. And we'll attack with everything, because that's worth attacking with. And then, nah, we didn't even attack. We're saying good game, that was a nice try. Oh well, we'll move on to the next one. So close. It felt like we were always so close. It's just because our commander is rubbish. But you know what isn't rubbish? Is from that game we got 2 packs, so let's open them and see what we got, because, I don't know, let's see. We got ourselves a... Ooh! I like Undercover Operative. I think Undercover Operative is pretty freaking awesome, so that's nice. And what's Civil Servant? There's just citizens. And then Innistrad Midnight Hunt we get from that set. Come, one of the lands. Champion of the Perished. Okay, alright, fair enough. I don't know why this looks different, doesn't it? Anyway, cool. Right, move on to the next game. Okay, we're on to game 4 against the that thing that flies, Raffine. So this is recording. This is the first time I've done this, but we're recording a few days later. So if you notice that there is a slight change in volume, that is why, and I'm apologizing profusely for the inconsistency. So we have our Ranger class, which is really nice, and we also decided to add River's Rebuke in the deck and get rid of the Vivian that searches for creatures and destroys artifacts and enchantments, just because there's not really enough creatures to justify that Vivian, as cool as it is. I guess the +2 from Kasmina would just be there instead, but anyway, so we have our Ranger class, which is super nice because it just means that we can start blocking. Raffine's going to be a nightmare to deal with as a flying with ward when our removal is light as it is, but we do have a Flux Channeler available to us, which means that we can start proliferating things pretty nicely. I think Kasmina does come down here just to kind of start scrying, see if we can find some better answers. Although Champion of Lampole is pretty nice, isn't it? Let's Kasmina, just because we want to make sure our draws are smooth. See what we get. Start ticking her up. That's kind of ideal, isn't it? Because that really does protect Kasmina. So we can use Seagate as a land and make Kasmina a creature, and then and then we can tick up the Rangers class, which would be super cool. We can proliferate as well. So I mean, Raffine can just get out of control really easily, can't it? So yeah, I mean they can connive here and make this a 2/2, 2/3. Pardon me. But we can start upticking as well as giving +1/+1 counters to Kasmina, which would be super fun. No, we'll take a bit of damage. That's fine. They won't be able to deal any more, cause any more problems. Cool. It can't block and it can't be blocked. So Luxior, attach it to our Kasmina. Then we'll Seagate. Up the Ranger class. Scry 1. Oh, that's so annoying. We really need Renin 7, but we just don't have the mana to cast it. So, what do we do here? What do we do? We can make Ying... If we play Ying Wang Yang Yu, then we could make our things tap for mana, which would be really nice, but it's also going to die really easily, so let's not worry about it. We'll attack with Kasmina and put a +1/+1 counter on it, making it a 6/6, because it gets +2/+2 for each counter on it because of Luxio, which makes it profusely larger. In fact, this could be like the Voltron kill if we get in there super quick. Let's see, they're probably attacking with, they're attacking with everything, of course they are. They've got the Changeling Outcast, which can only be blocked, can't be blocked, can't block and be blocked. And they're going for the full free here. Will they discard free non-land cards though? That's the question. That's what Connive cares about, right? Non-land cards, not non-creature, non-land cards. Yeah, each non-land card. And they've just discarded free lands, they don't get any counters. Fine. Yeah, well, we won't bother blocking them. Cool. And in fact, maybe let's just go Super Voltron with Kasmina here and see how it goes. Although the Play Ride Celebration, proliferating 4 times will make Kasmina unbelievably powerful.
Yeah, Luxior's cool. Luxior would have been amazing in a set like right. So I think we Yang. We Yang. Yeah, we're not really that fussed about this whole creatures thing from Rangers class, considering the top card of our library could be pretty much anything. We'll put a plus. Oh, yeah, of course we can always tick down. We'll tick up the wolf, play Champion of Lamphold, tapping the wolf. Interestingly enough as well, this means that we can -4 Kasmina and still be completely fine. Oh, yeah, we'll keep scrying.
Focus on the future.
Oh, again, Rivers Rebuke. Yes, we're keeping Rivers Rebuke. Yes, we are keeping Rivers Rebuke for sure, because I'm expecting the Priest of Fell Rites is dying here, but I'm not entirely sure. But Kasmina is now 10-10, and I don't think they don't want to not block this. And they can unearth and get something back, so they're going to reanimate something cool by the looks of it. So we really wanted to put a +1/+1 counter on Champion of Lamphold, but I don't think we had that option this turn. No, I don't think we did. But Luxior is impressively good. I think, so having shooters maybe for artifacts is the way to go with Kasmina. Maybe just try, like, oh, how sad. Yeah, we'll take it back, but we at least we got to draw a card with that. Champion of Lamphold is still going to be pretty gnarly, so I'm not too worried about that. And if they reanimate something with Priest of Fell Rites, so be it. So be it. 4 things are attacking. They're all attacking Yang as well, which seems a bit surprising to me. Yeah, okay. They're going to change some of their attacks by the looks of it. But once we Rivers Rebuke this, they really don't have much of a board. They're relying on Max Amber, and they've discarded all their lands, and the counters will mean nothing. They'll all just disappear, which would be really nice. They really are going after Yang, aren't they? Couldn't they just kill it with Changeling Outcasts and such? Maybe. I don't know. Well, now they're choosing what to discard, so presumably it'll be. Oh, it's those things. Okay. Yep. Sure. You just hurt Yang.
I hope we meet again.
And then we can play Void Celebration, which could do some really fun stuff if we get another counter on Champion of Lampholds. So, what's the plan here? They've got a reanimation spell, clearly. And luckily none of them... Burial Arts on the... that means we lose our Champion of Lamphold, doesn't it? Yeah, that's annoying. It also means that proliferating becomes a whole other thing. We're just out of reach. Oh, well, I think that's a concede. On to the next one. Okay, so we are on to our last game of this interesting deck. We're against Orah Skyclave Hierophant, which is it can be a very annoying commander to deal with, but hopefully we have the tech to deal with it. So we have ourselves 2 mana rocks, 2 mana dorks. They've got a Soul Warden, which is already like, the triggers. We'll get the Paradise Druid? Yes, it would seem we are, because I let go of the mouse. So this is hexproof. I mean, it's good to play the Paradise Druid early, isn't it? Because then the Soul Warden triggers probably won't affect something like a, I don't know if they have the Clerics. They almost definitely have the Clerics, which, like, I don't think Ajani's Primate is actually a Cleric, is it? Anyway, they have played a Cold Steel Heart, and it looks like a fairly fresh board for Kasmina, but also we could climb up to 3 mana, play Kasmina, scry our way. We don't worry about a land too much, because we're going to play Renin 7 next turn, but Beseiju. Beseiju is so good, but we don't want it. We don't want Beseiju. We want blue mana so we can start chasing. Let's get these Planeswalkers down. Jace can get up to 8 a lot easier, and we can do the ult to draw 7 cards with them. So that would be great with him, sorry. And then, yeah, seems good. Kasmina can start getting some like fractals to protect some stuff. Renin 7 can
just be awesome in general. The Ozolith doesn't seem like it's going to be too relevant yet, but once we get some fractals going... Oh, look! Ozolith fractals! That works quite nicely, doesn't it? We can pass the counters on. So we can just put out a 1-1 with... maybe we do that with... yeah, we just put out a 1-1 with Kasmina, and then that can block the Soul Ward, and they'll gain a life. You know, life goes on. And they've gone for the Fabled Passage, so they're not doing great on land. Oh, they're brought back on the Fabled Passage.
We still have much to learn.
We love to see it, folks. So, we will make... Yeah, let's make a Fractal. Let's get Fractal in here. 2-2. Temple of Mystery. This is actually a bit of a rubbish Temple of Mystery. I should play that after Ren and 7. But we'll play Ren and 7 and start ticking Ren and 7. Oh.
It is time for battle.
It would be nice to +2 Ren and 7, wouldn't it? But that's not happening yet. Is that our graveyard? Yeah, okay. Of course it's our graveyard. I mean, like, oh, Ren and 7. We'd get it to a -8 so easily. To -8. Yeah, we could return our graveyard to our hand and get an unlimited hand side for the rest of the game, which would be good with Jace. So actually, I think the fact they're doing nothing in response to our Planeswalkers means this is going to go pretty well for us. But they could just do some sort... There's not really a Planeswalker wipe yet, is there? So we don't really have to worry about that. I mean, I don't even think Farewell does Planeswalkers. I think that's the one gap in Planeswalker is in Farewell, is that it doesn't kill Planeswalkers. But I may be mistaken, because it's artifact creatures, enchantments, and graveyards. So having lots of Planeswalkers is still something that's quite hard to deal with. Of course, they can just do that. They can just kind of kill our stuff, and our ambitions are gone. But anyway, it just means we start chasing, right? It's not the end of the world. Now, Faithless Disciple is one of my favorite alchemy cards. Purely... Oh, we get Tamio's Notebook next turn now, can't we? Because they've not really got much to block with. What does Tamio's Notebook do? Suppose your cards cost 2 less, and yeah. Stonecoil's fine. But yeah, let's Tamio. Let's do we'll do it uncompleted. And we're just going to scry 2, scry 1 to get the Notebook super quick. And should we play the Florahedron? No. Yes. No. Yes. I mean, this Faithful Disciple is probably being blocked. And yeah, we don't really care if we lose it. Screw it. It's better to lose that than the Paradise Druid, because the Paradise Druid gets hexproof and is a little bit tougher. And if we can get the counters from the Ozolith onto the Paradise Druid, then it's a hexproof decent attacker, I suppose. But they're going to want to do the Tamio thing, and their graveyard has got nothing in it yet, so... Now they've got that, which makes life a pain. They need to get to 32 to trigger this, so actually that's... yeah, we'll block that with the Fractal, because those counters just come back. Cool. Yeah, nice one, Ozolith. Ozolith and Fractals, who'd have known? But they get a card from the spellbook, which will be an enchantment and usually cares about life in some capacity. They should have. Yeah, we'll get the Notebook. Let's get the Notebook. That seems good.
All stories. My words fall on unwilling ears.
Draw a card.
Process ignorance into intelligence.
We'll Jace. Should we start by milling them? No, we definitely don't want to mill them. Draw a forest. Scry 2.
We must prepare.
Scry 1, pardon me. Fertilid is not high on our list of things to try and achieve. Sure. The nice thing is we can now do the old Paradise Druid can now attack for 4, which means I have to block with both if they want to kill it. And it also keeps their life total nice and low. Yep, good. Cool. And we can attack with Werewolf Pack Leader next turn as well. The Valkyrie, I don't think it's going to do much if they play Orah. Then it's not the end of the world. It is a bit disappointing. Flying is a big... We should put something like... I can't remember the god of trees or whatever. Their X spell. You know, the green X spell that does a lot of damage to all flyers. Like old school green I used to do all the time, but now seems to be a lot less of a thing. Cool. Well, I guess should we scry? Should we draw? This feels like, yeah, let's just keep drawing. They don't seem to see Jace as a priority, and that's fine. Cool. There we go. Khan now. That's nice. We'll scry.
The future is not yet decided.
I love biomathematicians, so we're going to keep it. They can get to well, we get it. We get it for sure because we're going to do this. Oh, and also we got the notebook, which I keep forgetting about. The notebook's so great. This notebook is ridiculous. Okay, they're going to kill the Paradise Druid, get back their Orah. And the thing is, Biomathematician kind of sucks here because of the 2 Soul Warden triggers, which gets them right next to 31. But if we can do this just right, we can Otawara. We'll draw a card first of all. Ah, Hydroid Crisis. Oh, let's just spam a massive Hydroid Crisis, shall we? No, let's not. Let's hold on and stick with plan Otawara the Righteous Valkyrie, so we catch him out. And then
Our actions determine
what do we want to do this? Kind of useless for the ultimate, isn't it? There's so many options. This is way too many options. Let's just start maintaining the card advantage here. I mean, we just get a land, but I mean, that's fine, isn't it? Cool. We have Crisis next turn, which we can cast for 2 more than we usually can because of the notebook. And we have 3 pretty buff Planeswalkers here, so the Otawara is going to be, I think, quite devastating in terms of removing what they've got. Blood for Bones, sure. So they're going to get back the Hierophant, but that's it. Oh no, they get to get back whatever they sacrificed, don't they? So their card advantage isn't too shabby either. And then they gain a bunch of life. It depends if they attack, because it seems like they should attack with the Soul Warden away from the... But they're going to chase the Planeswalkers, and it's going to be annoying when they do have Righteous Valkyrie back, but they've turned it off for this turn because they've already played a bunch of cards pre-attacks. Yeah, fantastic. That's just what we wanted. So we'll Otawara the Righteous Valkyrie, and then Biomathematician can just kill the Soul Warden. Nice. Okay. We'll start the turn off with a Hinterland Harbour. There's our graveyard's just not looking that inspiring, but Kasmina we want to keep ticking up so we can get our Rivers Rebuke. Wizard class is grand. Well, I draw the Wizard class, but it's not as good as doing... Yeah, let's get some Fractals down. I think we want some power, so let's get a 4/4 Fractal from Khan. Let's get... we'll +2 Jace, so that we get a whole bunch of new cards next turn. Wizard class means we have no maximum hand size, so that will increase this for how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get to keep all the cards. And it gets all the +1/+1 counters, which can be Ozolith. Yeah, this feels amazing. We'll Harrow, sacrifice this, get a couple of lands that come in untapped. And then, in fact, I think what we do is we clone Jace Wielder of Mysteries +2 it, so that that is also ready to ult, and then we have Kasmina ready. Now, this is what I was expecting. This kind of interactions. We'll make Biomathematician chunky. Yep. And we'll attack with these guys. Cool. I think that we're feeling pretty comfortable here. They won't have the Elder... Well, they might have the Elder Spell. There is a board wipe for... Okay. There's all our stuff gone, but we get to put a whole bunch of counters on the Ozolith. How many counters get put on the Ozolith, eh? They get their clerics back, yeah, sure. But we have all of this stuff. 15 counters. And how did this come back? Okay. So we're not out of the woods yet, but we'll draw 7 cards. And we'll draw another card. It's a shame we have nothing that proliferates here, isn't it? And then let's Kasmina.
Listen up.
Good Kasmina.
My students are
Get rid of a
loyal
land.
children.
Right, okay, let's just think about this. So, Rangers class. Is there anything I want to get back with Tamiyo? Yeah, we want to get the Krasis back with Tamiyo, so let's do that. Tamiyo will return. Oh, though we do want more planes. Let's get Tamiyo, the other Tamiyo. Play the other Tamiyo for that much. Let's just play a land already. Play a Rangers class. Where's Rangers class gone? Is it just in this pile of things? Yes, it is. Okay. Then let's Primal Might for 2 on the boop boop. Didn't have to be ridiculous, just killing a threat. Tap down this. Yeah, they're done. They're done. That was pretty messy, wasn't it? So, I think that was the only game we won, was the last game, and things got out of control in the way that I wanted to see things get out of control. But the success rate was obviously like 1 in 5 out of 5 games, so I think that was a low likelihood of happening, and this isn't necessarily an interesting deck. But I think that Luxio serves a really interesting place in doing some sort of Super Friends things where you can make your Planeswalkers buff. So I think the next Willet Commander is going to revolve around some sort of like 4 or 5 colored deck. I'm thinking Omnath, to be honest. And yeah, so like I'm thinking Omnath just to have these 4 colors so that we can kind of do Kasmina-y stuff with equipment stuff, like Planeswalkers meets equipment. Could be terrible, but like, we're going to give that a go at some point soon, maybe next video. We'll see how we get on. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful month of June. Goodbye.